Jamie. I'm going to take you through a chair yoga practice. Pretty simple, very gentle. The sequence is just designed to get the energy flowing through the body. Very basic, very gentle. Everybody can do it. Okay, so we'll just sit upright. Sometimes sitting a little bit forward in the chair is a nice idea. Gives us a longer spine, feet underneath our knees. You can do this with shoes on or without shoes. Let your hands just rest on the tops of your thighs. And if you're okay with closing your eyes, let your eyes close. If you prefer to keep your eyes open, find a soft focal point on something to look at. And have a nice, soft gaze. So whether your eyes are open or closed, it's all good. Let's do 3 cleansing breaths together. Please exhale the air out of your lungs. Inhale. Exhale with a ha sound. Again, inhale. Exhale with a ha sound. One more time. Big breath in. Inhale. Exhale with a ha sound. Notice the points of contact of your body to the chair. Notice where your body meets the floor. Notice the placement of your hands. There's no right or wrong, good or bad. We just notice. Simply observing. Noticing that connection of our body being supported by the chair beneath us. Noticing where the feet come in contact with the floor. And noticing the placement of the hands. Next, notice your breath. Just notice as you breathe in. And then notice as you breathe out. Noticing the inhalation followed by the exhalation. So simple, yet can be challenging. The nature of the mind is to wander. So when that happens, just bring it back to your breath. Mind wanders, you bring it back to the breath. Taking a couple moments at the beginning of the practice to become grounded. Noticing where the body is and noticing the breath. Beginning to start to get into that alignment with mind and body and breath. And sometimes we have short little moments in that space, and sometimes maybe a little bit longer. So again, we just notice and observe. Okay, now let's bring our hands together at the center of our chest, palms touching. Take a moment here to create an intention for this time. Setting that intention for yourself. And we'll release our hands right beside us. Inhale, bring your hands all the way up high to the sky. Exhale, release them out to the sides. Good, again, inhale, hands up high. Exhale and release. Very good, one more time. Inhale, hands up high. Exhale and release. Good. Let your hands come back together at your heart center. Hands point away from you. Inhale, hands come forward. Exhale, let your arms float apart like clouds in the sky. Inhale, hands high up to the cosmos. Exhale, hands come back to heart center. Do that again. Inhaling forward. Exhale, floating. Inhale, hands up high. Exhale, hands come back down. Very good. We'll release our hands right down to the tops of our thighs. Let's do some shoulder shrugs. Just let your shoulders roll up and back. Rolling up and back. Maybe rolling up and forward. Okay, so whichever feels better for you, rolling up and back or rolling up and forward, maybe even alternate. The idea is just to get some movement. A lot of times we're carrying tension in the upper back and shoulders. So just bring some simple, gentle movement to this area. Good. We'll release our shoulders down. Let your hands come out in front of you. Circles with your hands. Just bringing the hands in the circular motion. You can go fast or slow. The idea is just to bring movement to the wrist. Pause and reverse. We go the other way. Again, simple, gentle movement, quite effective. And then we'll release our hands down. Bring your hands up towards the ceiling and circle around. Okay, so arm circles, where our arm bones go into our shoulder sockets. Gentle, circular movement. Very, very good to keep everything moving. We want to keep our joints fluid, healthy, mobile. Hopefully we're able to keep the full range of motion. Pause and reverse. Going the opposite direction. And release the shoulders down. Good. Let your left hand come up towards the ceiling. We're going to bring it to the side of the head. Maybe you release your right fingertips beside you. Now, please don't pull your head. Just let the weight of your hand glide your head over to the side and breathe. Really focus on your inhalation followed by your exhalation. And we'll release the hand. Let your head come on up and we'll go for the other side. Right hand reaches up high and we bring it to the side of the head. Left fingertips release down beside you. And again, please don't pull your head. Just let the weight of your hand glide your head over to the side and breathe. Giving our mind a little something to do by focusing on the breath. And we'll release our hand, let your head come on up. Now let's all look over to the left. We're just gonna pause, looking to the left for a moment. Head comes back to center, and now we'll all look over to the right. Head comes back to center. Let's look up at the ceiling. And we'll look down at the floor. Head comes back to center. Good. Now let your hands be on the tops of your thighs. We're going to do what's called cat dog. This is really, really good for our spine, the vertebra. So we're going to inhale, bend your elbows, bring your heart center forward, maybe even lift the chin a tad. Exhale, let the arms go straight, pull in your belly and round like a cat. We'll come back to center. Inhale, bend the elbows, heart center forward. Exhale and round. Just a couple more times. Inhaling forward, heart center forward. Exhale and round. This is so, so good for the vertebra. Keep going, linking your breath with the movement. Letting the vertebra expand and contract through this gentle spinal movement. Good. Exhale and rounding. Wherever you might be, we might not be in sync, which is perfectly okay. We'll come back to center. So we always want to link our breath with that movement. Hands up high to the sky. Inhale. And as you exhale, bend your elbows like a cactus or a goalpost. Inhale, hands up high. Exhale, again, that cactus arm. One more time. We're going to inhale, hands up high. Exhale to the cactus arm. We're going to hold the cactus arm and then just let your torso go from side to side. And And we'll come back to center, release your arms. Good, now let's sit all the way back in our chair. Okay, and then we're gonna extend our left leg out, bend the knee. Extend your leg out, bend the knee. Going back and forth here. Extending the leg out, bending the knee, mostly we're moving our knee. Also, we're firing up our thigh. You can even engage your belly here to add a little bit of core strength. Super good for everybody to work that core just a tad bit. It actually makes it a little bit easier, as a matter of fact. Good, let's release that foot down, and now we're gonna go for the other side. Extend your right leg out, bend the knee. Back and forth again. Engage your core. Just extending the leg out, bending the knee. Again, so simple. Simple, gentle movement. So good. All right, we'll release that foot down. Let's scoot forward again in our chair. Now, if you have arms on your chair, you can rest your arms or hold on, or if you don't have arms, you can hold on to the sides of the chair. We're gonna bring our left knee up and then do some circles with your left leg. So where the left leg goes into the hip bone, bringing movement to that joint. Pause and reverse. Lots of knees and hips are being replaced, so maybe we just might be able to keep these joints healthy through gentle, simple movement. Good, and we'll release. We'll go for the other side. Right knee up, or opposite knee for you. And we'll go for those circles. Pause and reverse. This is the hardest one we do. And we'll release. We'll go for a hamstring stretch. We're gonna extend our left leg out. So here, your opposite leg now, that right knee is gonna be right above your ankle. So you have your support. Now this leg can be straight, your extended out leg can be straight, or there can be a bend in the knee. If you have lower back things happening, pain or issues in your lower back, consider having a bent knee. It will protect your lower back. So whether the leg is straight or bent, it's all good. We're gonna inhale for a nice long spine. And then as you exhale, lean forward, taking it to your degree. So if you've come forward and you're like, ow, if there's any sort of pain, just ease up a little bit. Okay, less is better. It's not about touching your toes. It's just simply about feeling a stretch behind that leg. Let's do 2 breaths together. We're gonna meet on the exhale. Please exhale the air out of your lungs. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Now, as you breathe in, come on up. We're gonna bring that same knee up, hands come behind the leg. We're gonna interlace our fingers, hold on there, and circles with our foot. I have little snap, crackle, pops going on. Let's bring your movement to the ankle. Again, we wanna keep all of our joints moving. If you don't move it, you'll lose it, they say. So gotta keep everything moving. Pause and reverse. Also, this changes the energy in our body. The simple, gentle movement can really get the energy flowing. Sometimes we might feel lower energy, a little stagnant perhaps. Let's bring our foot back to center, and then we'll extend the leg out, and we'll bend the knee a couple times. So this can get everything circulated and flowing. All right, let's release that foot down. And now we're gonna go for the other side. So extend your right leg out. Again, your opposite leg, that left leg is your support. So knee is right above the ankle. You can have a bend in your knee if you have any sort of lower back pain or any issues going on. So leg straight or bent, we inhale for a nice long spine. And as you exhale, lean forward to the best of your ability. Again, taking it to where you feel stretch without pain. We never want to cross that line. So there's a fine line between a good stretch and pain. We always want to stay on the side of the good stretch. What happens is if you're in pain, the body grips. It will tighten up and become constricted, which is exactly the opposite of what I'm hoping for here. I'm trying to create ease in the body and space. So Through the softness, we're able to create more space. Good. Let's do one breath together, please. Exhale. We'll meet on the exhalation. Inhale. Exhale. As you breathe in, come on up. We'll bring that knee up. Let's hold on to that leg, and then we'll do circles with that foot. Pause and reverse. Bring that foot back to center. Extend your leg out and bend the knee. We'll go back and forth here. Good. Let's release that foot down. And we'll adjust, make sure that the knees are above the ankles. We'll take a twist. So we're going to bring our left hand to the side of the chair, or if you have an arm, you can hold on to the arm of your chair. Right arm comes out in front, inhale. And as you exhale, bring that right arm on the outside of your left leg as you look to the left for the twist and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. 2 more breaths. Really focus on your breath in, followed by your breath out. And then we'll let our gaze come back to center. Both hands come to center, and we'll go for the second side. So that right hand comes to the side of the chair, or again, if you have an arm, you can hold on to the arm of your chair. Left arm comes out in front. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring that hand on the outside of your right leg as you look to the right for the twist and breathe. Really focus on the breath in, followed by the breath out. Two more breaths here. Inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good, and we'll bring our gaze back to center, and then both hands come to center. Very good, we'll take a hip opener, and we're just about done. All right, so we're gonna take our left leg and place it on top of the right leg. Here, we wanna have that foot hanging over. Now, my hips are pretty tight. No matter how much yoga I do, I just have tight hips, which brings me to, mostly it's the way we're born. It's the way that our leg bone fits into our hip socket, whether we have super open hips or tighter hips. So maybe if you're like me, maybe you're really feeling it. I'm really feeling where my leg bone goes into my hip bone here. You can just stay sitting upright, it's great. Or maybe you lean forward a little bit or a lot. Okay, so if your hips are like super open, maybe your knee, your left knee is, really low and you're super open, you can always grab your bottom right ankle. I won't be doing that, but maybe you will. All right, let's do a little check-in, do a little scan through your body. Just notice, are you holding on to anything? Are you gripping? Oftentimes we're gripping. Shoulders, oftentimes are kind of going up towards our shoulders. Let your shoulders be soft, jaw soft. Energy flows where your attention goes. So let your attention go to where you feel this in your body. And let's do 2 breaths together. We're going to inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Good. Now we'll come on up as we breathe in. Let your knee come up. Hands come to that knee. And we're going to pull it in towards our body, then a little bit over to the right. 2 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Good. We'll ease up on the knee a little bit. Lift your foot up. We're going to bring it on the inside of our leg for a knee press. We'll just be here for 2 breaths. Really focus on your breath as you breathe in, followed by the breath out. And we'll release. Great, we'll go for the other side. Right leg goes on top of the other leg. So now this side feels a little different for me. Here we want that foot hanging over. Again, you can just kind of assess, maybe if your hips are tighter, maybe you're really feeling it, you can stay sitting upright, or maybe you lean forward a little bit or a lot. So it's good to feel a little something, but not too much. Again, if you lean forward and it's painful, the body grips. So maybe if that has happened for you, you just ease up. Less is better. A lot of us have that mentality, we need to push, we need to force. Not here. Less is better. We're able to create more space through the softness. So let's do that little check-in with our shoulders. Let the shoulders be soft down the back. Jaw soft. Letting your attention go to where you experience this in your body. Focusing on the breath in, followed by the breath out. Now on your next inhale, come on up as you breathe in. Keep that foot where it is, knee comes up, hands come to that knee. You can interlace your fingers or hold it however it works best for you. Bring the knee in towards the chest and then a little bit over to the left. Yeah. Just be here for 2 breaths. We'll ease up on the knee, lift your foot up, bring it on the inside of the leg, and we'll hold on to the front of the shin for the knee press. And we'll release. Very good. Release your hands. Inhale, hands up high. Palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands down to the center of your chest. Thank you so much for doing this chair yoga practice with me. From my heart to your heart, I thank you and namaste.